Hello and welcome back to GCSE Science Simplified. Today, we're continuing our biology topic on health and disease, focusing on non-communicable diseases. Let's see how well I say that throughout the episode. These are conditions that are not caused by infection and cannot be passed between people. These diseases affect millions of people worldwide and develop over time. To understand them, we need to look at how different factors interact rather than searching for a single cause. So, what do we mean by non-communicable disease? They cover a range of things such as cardiovascular disease, many forms of cancer, lung disease, liver disease, and diseases influenced by nutrition. A key idea is that these diseases usually have more than one cause. Think of health like a set of sliders on a control panel. These sliders could be diet, exercise, genetics, smoking, alcohol, and our environment. Moving just one of these sliders might not cause a difference, but when several sliders or several factors move in the wrong direction over time, the risk increases. This is why two people can live very different lives and have very different health outcomes. Diet and exercise have a major influence on health at local, national, and global levels. Low levels of physical activity and poor diet can lead to obesity, where excess energy is stored as fat, or malnutrition, where the diet lacks the correct balance of nutrients. Malnutrition does not always mean starving, though. It can also mean not eating enough calories, but lacking vitamins or minerals. One way health professionals estimate our health is by using body mass index, or BMI for short. BMI is calculated using the equation BMI equals mass divided by height squared. And it's useful for comparing populations over time and identifying trends. However, it does have its limitations. It does not account for muscle. Those that have more muscle have a higher BMI but aren't necessarily at risk. It also does not show where the fat is stored. That's why waist to hip ratio is sometimes used alongside BMI, as fat around the abdomen increases health risk. Moving on, alcohol mainly affects the liver, which processes toxins in our body. Long-term excessive alcohol consumption can cause fatty liver disease, liver inflammation, or even sclerosis. Smoking has a major impact on the cardiovascular system too, because chemicals in tobacco smoke can damage blood vessels, increase blood pressure, or increase the risk of blood clots. Together, these effects raise the risk of heart attacks and strokes. These lifestyle factors don't just affect individuals, they place pressure on healthcare systems at national and global levels. So, before we finish, let's think about a few questions. Why do non-communicable diseases usually have more than one cause? Why is BMI useful for populations but limited for individuals? How does smoking increase cardiovascular disease risk? And why can malnutrition occur even when someone eats enough food? Let's wrap this up. Non-communicable diseases develop through the interaction of multiple risk factors over time. Lifestyle choices, including diet, exercise, smoking, and alcohol, play a major role in shaping health outcomes. Thanks very much for listening. In our next episode, we'll focus on how cardiovascular disease is treated and why long-term management often requires more than one approach. But for today, thanks for listening. This has been GCSE Science Simplified.